Hello, Internet, and welcome to Saturday Night's Star Power. Thank you for joining us this lovely Saturday evening for the season one finale, maybe, of Saturday Night's Star Power. I say maybe because I have once again absolutely no fucking idea what these people are going to do here today. But I think this is it. This is going to be our season one conclusion. So we're very excited to have everyone here watching this. If you're not watching it live, enjoy anyway, and you can skip through this first part, which I assume most people do anyway. Welcome.
Best stuff. Sorry.
They're missing all the jokes. Because once we get started, we're nothing but professional and serious, and there's no tangents whatsoever. Anyway, we got a lot to cover here today, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you're watching us live on Twitch or even over on YouTube, and you're interested on the other shows that we have going on the channel, if you scroll down below our faces on Twitch, we have a whole lineup of our schedule, all the shows that we do here on GGK throughout the week. Our next one after this one will be tomorrow. On Sunday. That's Slang 101. What was Slang 101 is now called Thursday's Children. We're doing a little bit of a mini series since we had our season finale of Slang 101 last week, and we're going to be playing a game called Vespa, which is a sweet. That's the only way I'm going to say it from now on. Which is sort of a Nordic horror investigative game. So sort of like in the same genre, and it's going to be fun. We're going to be doing our session 0 for that tomorrow. I'll let Savannah talk more about it. Otherwise, our schedule through the rest of the week is mostly normal, except this Thursday and Friday we're going to be dark. A couple people traveling. I don't have my tech for Friday. It's just not going to work this week. So we apologize, but we will be back as soon as possible. Other programming note for this game is once we conclude here today with our season 1 finale, we are going to be back for season 2. We're going to be playing a different system called Fate, if you haven't heard of it, and we're going to be doing sort of like a setup session for it, session 0 on our next session, which unfortunately will be a month from today because on the 12th, Savannah and I are going to be out of town, and it just won't be able to play. So we will see you back here for season 2, session 0 on the 26th of June. Otherwise, I don't think I have any other announcements. So I will go ahead and turn this over to my players to introduce themselves, talk about who they are, what sort of things they do on the internet, and who they're playing here tonight. Starting with Savannah.
Hello, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, mostly on Twitter, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. I'm here Thursday through Sunday, either playing in games or running them. Like Val said, I run our long-running Sunday afternoon show. And yeah, 2 notes about that. One, we're going to be a bit early this week because some of us have things that we're doing directly after. So we're going to be at 3 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock Eastern time this Sunday. And yeah, we're doing our session 0 for Vespa. It's really cool. It's set in mythical 19th century Scandinavia, and it pulls from a lot of the lore of that time period. So we're going to continue to be investigating and hunting monsters, but with some new characters and in a new place for a little bit. I'm very, very excited about it. Other than that, on Sunday nights, I'm on twitch.tv/lbhackamut playing Dungeons and Dragons. But tonight I am playing Piper, who is a rising pop star and general troublemaker. And her anima is Vega, who is a fighter who manipulates sound, and I also do the voice of Vespa, Vivi's anima. That's me.
RJ.
Hey everybody, I'm RJ. You can catch me at RJS282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream video games with my friends. Got my ass handed to me in the last quest of Monster Hunter. It's a doozy. You catch me on Mondays with LB and Wings in our homebrew campaign over at the Indoor Adventures. I play Calum, a Shatterkai wizard who's dealing with the aftermaths of a wish spell and wants to get his daughter back, and he's really stressed right now. It's fine. Thursday, Elegant Magic Week. Catch me over here as not Thursdays sometimes as Jarvis Hawk in our Elegant Magic campaign. It's Good Society. I'm a stinky cheese man. Saturdays, not this week, but I'm also here. We don't know Yorha Vainglory. He's a tiefling who flies through the air with a cannon. And finally, on Sundays in the mornings, you can catch me over at the Hype Goblins channel, where I play Roland Granbrook. There's going to be a winter ball, and he's going to bring his Naga girlfriend with, so it's going to be great. Oh, today I'm playing Feng, who's... sorry. Oof. Whose anima is the Black Tortoise. I'm also voicing Omega.
Sid.
AOA, I am Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid. I am here on and off on Thursdays through Sundays. We would have Elegant Magics this week, but yeah, gotta do the real life thing and visit meet space friends. It'll be fun. But yeah, we'll be back in a few weeks. Fridays Neon Souls with Impulse. Every other Saturday here with my good friend Peony, and on Sundays we're doing a Vespa. Yeah, tonight I'm playing Penny. Penny's dope. Penny has a good friend who's always around named Omega. And I also do the voice of Vega. And that's really just me using lyrics.com to yell things. Yep.
And returning for a guest spot again tonight for our finale is LB.
Hi, I'm LB Hack'em. You can find me at LB Hack'em on the Twitters and the Twitches, where that my whole schedule is. You can find everything there. Next thing I'm going to be on is GGK again tomorrow afternoon. And then, as Savannah said, we'll be on my channel playing D&D. And I'm going to throw a big monster at him this week. Surprise! But today I'm playing Lonnie. She is a guardian and came back from the apocalypse, and I will not be playing her anima, but her anima is Steelwind. I will be doing those roles. That's me.
And last but certainly not least, Danae.
Hey everybody, I'm Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings, mostly related to D&D, and a lot of things on the Indoor Adventures stream. You can also find me at Danae Keener on Twitter. I've got my streaming schedule pinned there. Among those being Mondays, where I play as Coriander the Eldrin Paladin, right next to RJ and LB. And on Sundays, I run Rime of the Frost Maiden. Not this week, but next week we'll be back on our regular schedule for Frozen Adventures up in the tundra, doing scary things and having lots of fun. However, today I'm going to be playing as Vivian Coyle, who has an anima named Vespa, who is the assassin type, and I also voice Black Tortoise.
And running this group, I am Val at the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. You can find me here, like Savannah, Thursdays through Sundays, either playing in games or running them. Other than this game, every Friday I run a game called Neon Souls, where we play the Cypher system in a cyberpunk future setting. And on Saturdays alternating from this one, I run a game called Saturday Night's Apocalypse, where we are playing the loose interpretation of the Prince of the Apocalypse campaign for 5th edition D&D, but we are playing a game called Shotguns and Sorcery, converted over to that. And they're doing a lot of stuff right now, trying to keep the apocalypse from happening, much like we are today. Speaking of which, well, you're all ready to get started. Okay. We're going to do a recap first, and then we'll get into it. Previously on Saturday Night's Star Power, your gang is currently trying to thwart the end of the world. Feng trying to destroy one of the pyramids that serves as a key to this ancient group called the Zodiac, locking them away within a prison inside the Mirage, was stopped from doing this by one old friend, Lonnie, who had been trapped in the Mirage for several weeks now. Lonnie, meeting up with the rest of the group, told you a little bit about what she had experienced, that she had traveled through not only the Mirage, but also time, and had seen the devastation that would be caused should the pyramids be destroyed. Showing a post-apocalyptic version of Miami, and telling you that you had to find a different way to deal with this other than destroying the pyramids. In order to kind of get some more information, figure out what to do, see if this future could be stopped, Lonnie escorted all of you except for Vivi, who had sort of disappeared during the night, and took you within the tower, the central structure of the Mirage, with doorways leading out to thousands and thousands of destinations across the planet, other dimensions, and other mysterious reaches of the universe, leading you to a special corridor with dozens of doors which seemed to lead to different times. You found the one that Lonnie had traversed through previously, and you traveled to the future that Lonnie had seen. There you met another familiar face, a figure who had survived this apocalyptic destruction, Will, the keeper of the anima Uranus, who gave you or used his sort of sway with Constantine, who had traveled with you, to convince Constantine to give up on his plan, that the Zodiac would lead to releasing the Zodiac would lead to similar destruction and ruin. You seemingly, having convinced Constantine to stand down, were in the process of making your next step, trying to decide what to do about the pyramids, the Zodiac, and that pesky contract for your souls that you have signed to one of the beings of this dimension, named Tortoise. But that's not where we're going to pick up today. A storm howls. Sand thundering across a desert, shrieking in the darkness, obscuring heaven and earth so that only the storm, only the chaos remains. A shape wrapped tightly in dense cloth pushes against the wind, struggling to subvert the intensity of this storm. Each step brings them closer towards the looming shadow, a temple, vibrating with the power of the raging winds. The man enters, pulling back their wraps as they stride slowly and confidently through the entrance chamber of the temple. Dark eyes set into a weathered and tanned face. They dust the sand from their clothing, stopping only for a moment to pull the straps of a satchel tightly to their body, the heavy weight seeming a relief to have survived the storm. They push forward into an expansive circular central chamber. 12 pillars support the domed roof, up to the oculus at the pinnacle, through which, despite the raging storm, a shaft of moonlight illuminates the mosaic that spans the floor, dark tile arranged of the night sky, and the 12 representations of the Greek zodiac depicted in the circle. Beyond each of these 12 images are 12 daises, supporting a cathedra bearing the corresponding sign of the zodiac. The man enters the chamber, stopping at the center, only the low rumbling of the storm echoing for a moment before the footsteps echo down the passage. My music changed. Two figures enter as he turns. A fair-skinned man wearing a gold wrap and a somber expression, with intricate tattoos wrapping his shaved head, and a dark-haired woman wearing a veil and silver wraps. They stop a few feet from the man in silence before the man in gold speaks. Hang, you are late. Hang speaks in return. The storm delayed my travel, Constantine. It seems even the gods stand against our plans. Constantine scoffs. It is superstitions like that which put us in this situation. The woman steps between them. Can we conduct our business without bickering for once? Our words are not safe here, and your stubbornness only endangers our plot. Hang nods. Isa's right. Let this be done with. To emphasize the point, he lifts the satchel from his shoulders and drops it heavily to the stone between them. So, you've done it? Isa asks, looking down to the satchel. Hang nods solemnly, while Constantine kneels to the stone and slowly pulls the satchel open, revealing 3 objects wrapped in cloth. He unwraps them, the golden metal of the pyramid shimmering in the moonlight. Well done, Hang. Constantine speaks softly. Now I might finally have my revenge, and my brother's soul may find rest. Hang and Isa share a brief look of concern before Constantine returns the pyramid to its bindings and stands. Tomorrow, then, he continues. It will finally be done. Isa sighs. Yes, but are we certain this is the path we wish to walk? She asks skeptically. The bindings will not hold forever. I fear we're only dooming our descendants for our failings. We've already discussed this, Constantine interjects. The Masters are immortal. This is the only way. Hang places a hand on Constantine's shoulder to calm him. Or perhaps we simply lack the imagination. He looks to Isa. Our only hope is that this prison holds long enough to find a way. Or pray our descendants possess the creativity we lacked. Silence falls over the group. Tomorrow, then, Hang continues. Lifting one of the pyramids from the ground, the others follow suit, picking up the other 2, before all 3 leave the chamber separately. Outside, the storm continues to roar. We're going to move back to the present day, where instead of moving back to the Mirage, where all of you have just left this post-apocalyptic future, we return to Vivi, a short time before all of this. Vivi, you have just retired for the evening at Piper's apartment, where everybody is resting for the night, trying to figure out what to do, while Feng is currently trapped in the Mirage. And you receive a phone call.
Vivi Coyle, what's the buzz?
This is the operator patching you through to L.
Oh.
There's a click, and then the phone picks up. Vivi.
Al?
We need to speak.
We are.
In person. This line isn't secure.
Oh. Well, okay then.
Come to the AIM headquarters. We'll talk there.
Okay. See you soon. Click.
She hangs up. This music's a little too ominous. I want to move this to something else. All right. So, Vivi.
I
You head
text
over?
the others and tell them that I picked up like several shifts, like so many shifts. I picked up all the shifts, and I leave.
Okay. You leave, texting the others who are asleep and won't see your message until later, and you head out, grabbing a cab and heading across town to the secret AIM headquarters. You arrive at a nondescript corporate complex or business park. You use the key that you have been, the key card you have been given to gain entrance through the front door, heading inside to the dark, unstaffed sort of administrative office. Around the corner, you find a like a service room or a janitorial room. You open the door there, and instead of a work office or a like a cleaning supply storage that the markers would suggest, there is a elevator inside. Stepping in, push the button, following the instructions you've been given by L. You emerge a few dozen feet below into the AIM headquarters proper. Here, you find the actual administrative opening. This white-tiled, laminate floor, walls, ceiling, everything pristine, clean, and very like sanitized of any sort of markers or other eccentricities. The secretary sitting there, the operator at the desk, sees you enter, doesn't make small talk or anything, but just hits a buzzer, and the door to your right buzzes open. You follow the passage, eventually emerging into reaching L's office. As you head inside, L is currently sitting at her desk, a small desktop computer in front of her, that she is currently typing something on, and she stops when you enter, hitting a button, and the screen goes dark. She turns to face you and says, "Vivi, please sit."
Scoots over and sits down.
I received your latest report. I need to know what the current status with everything is.
Well, that's what the report was for.
Nothing's changed since you last sent.
Has anything changed since I last sent?
No. So this meeting with this entity in the Mirage.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell if you were being... You sold your soul?
Well, technically, no. I bet my soul. I bet everyone's souls. Because honestly, if this doesn't work out, the whole world's gonna end. So...
Okay. All right. So we need to get a couple of things. You cannot turn Constantine over to this creature.
How come?
Constantine is one of the most influential people in the country.
Mm-hmm.
If some demon or otherworldly entity is able to manipulate or Constantine has rubbed elbows with his fair share of politicians, presidents. His influence, if in the wrong hands, could be disastrous. I don't know what this thing wants with him, but I can't imagine that it's good.
Well, that's gonna be a problem because we did bet our souls.
Is there any way out?
I don't know. Probably not.
This is bigger than our organization, than you, than me. You have to find a way around this.
Okay. I'll see if I can get a hold of the contract and start looking for some loopholes.
All right. Whatever you can do, because if you can't, if this thing is going to try to take control of Constantine, my order for you is to kill him before it has that chance.
Oh. Wow, okay. Ooh.
We can't function in uncertainty.
Elle, I've never killed anybody.
Well, it's part of the job. We don't do this sort of thing without consideration for alternatives. And if there is one, pursue that. But we cannot let Constantine fall into this creature's hands.
Understood.
Anything you need while you're here, access to our records or any data that we have on these entities, you seem to be more acquainted with them than most of our agents, but find a way. That's an order.
Okay.
Right. You can go, unless there's anything you need to tell me.
I'll let you know if I do.
All right. You're dismissed.
Rollerblades backwards out.
Okay. So, Vivi leaves. I'm going to assume, for the sake of the timeline here and the fact that you didn't meet up with them before they left, I was going to make the assumption that Vivi maybe hangs around here for a little bit.
I think so. She's spending all of that time like rollerblading up and down file cabinets and just trying to find a loophole.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you spend several hours studying documents or books on contract law. And
she gets an online law degree in the time that she's gone.
Yes. You I mean, I imagine that Vivi's worked as a paralegal at some point with all the jobs that she's had. So you spend the next several hours moving around. I think you guys texted Vivi at some point too to let her know where you were going. That doesn't get through, but what you do receive several hours later is one of your bees returns, and I won't make Savannah play it out because we didn't prep anything beforehand, but unless you want to, but Savannah, or what Vespa tells you is sort of relaying, because I think last session you all sent a message back telling Vivi that you had found this doorway within the Mirage, and that you were going to the future.
Come again.
The future.
Am I supposed to just meet them there?
Well, I don't know.
Slowly.
That's all they said.
Oh, okay.
B can try to show you where they are.
Yeah, you know what? Lead me there. Let's go find the future, huh, Vespa?
Yay.
Grabs a bunch
Alright.
of files up, packs them into a backpack.
Okay. You grab everything as you leave the AIM headquarters. You do get all the texts that were sent. I don't remember the exact context for all of them, but they all come through at once, of everything that was told to you.
That's so stressful.
Yeah. And you quickly speed across town and find the door entering the Mirage. And that's where we're going to cut back to the rest of the group. You have just stepped back through the doorway from the future, from this divergent timeline, and are back in the tower again. A rather solemn-looking Constantine, sort of uncharacteristically quiet and contemplative as you are back in this this dark stone corridor.
Right. So everybody head over to Constantine's to do some research. I'm gonna head over to the impound lot to see if I can't pry any books from the truck.
What truck?
The truck that we put all of my grandpa's stuff in.
Okay.
The one that got totaled when I got run over by a semi.
I'm sorry to hear that happen.
I'm fine.
Good.
She's just quietly crying, though, after seeing the future will. No big deal.
Get out of here. Unless anybody else needs anything in the Mirage. I prefer to be in here as little as possible.
Constantine finally speaks up. Yes, we should return to my compound and we can discuss the plan. I'm such a fool.
I mean, no one could have known exactly what was going to happen. But now we do. So we can fix it.
Right. All right. Lead the way then.
Oh, I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
Is there a door that will take us back out, but not through the museum?
I'm not sure. Have you entered here through any other doors?
No, I didn't explore any of the other ones after I saw the apocalypse.
We did, right? The one behind the 7-Eleven.
All right. Lead the way to the portal to the 7-Eleven then.
Okay. I just don't think we should go back through the museum because Stephanie thinks that you're gonna die in here. So if we come back out and you're not dead, she may try to kill you.
Right. Understood. Okay. Lead the way. And you all follow the passages and trying to navigate out of here the best you can, back through these twisting, winding tunnels that lead back to the central tower, climbing up and up and up until you reach the level that brought you back out to sort of the plains of the Mirage again. Stepping through this archway, you enter that sort of stretching expanse of the sort of endless dream realm of the Mirage, with all of the different like terrains kind of mashed together. You can see far in the distance a collection of like jagged rocky terrain with stone structures where you remember meeting the those stone anima that tried to sacrifice you that one time, and don't go that direction.
Yeah.
As you traverse across these wastes as quickly as you can, time passes. You're not exactly sure how long, but hours. Stopping occasionally to rest and before pushing even further onward. And you reach a section where you begin to hear like flowing water, that of like a waterfall, and you begin to see in the distance a series of intersecting rivers, all sort of converging from spiraling out in the waste into a central fork. And where they reach this fork, you see a waterfall forming, not descending downward, but actually cascading straight up into infinity above you. The dim light of the mirage sort of refracting off of the flowing water, forming these prismatic sort of rainbows and other displays of this sort of light that sort of catch your attention and begin to push that way. And about when you reach this point, you can see also like the forests in the distance where you had encountered those like dragon demon creatures, where the door to the 7-Eleven portal is. And crossing these rivers, or on the other side of them, at the same time as you're approaching, you see a single or alone shape walking in your direction. And as you get closer, a little more tense, you see Vivi.
She's rollerblading towards them.
Okay.
In the
Rollerblade.
grass.
Yeah, sort of you see this like ethereal figure sort of like skating, like gliding across the earth, and it looks very unsettling at a distance, and you might prepare yourselves for some sort of strange creature until you see the strangest creature of them all, your friend Vivi. Try and decide how to skate across a river.
Wait, are they across the river from me?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not a thin. It's not like, this is not like a maybe like 15 feet, 20 feet across. It's not expansive.
Gotcha.
Hi guys.
Hey, where have you been?
Working.
We're in an end of the world scenario. There won't be any use for money if that happens.
It's not about money. It's about a precedent.
Hi.
Lonnie, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're alive!
Yeah. You look good.
Thanks, you do too. Hold on, let me see if I can get across this river.
She turns around.
We're gonna go over. We're going back.
Oh. Okay, I guess I'll just wait for you guys then.
Wait, no, actually, she doesn't respond. She just skates in the opposite direction and then skates directly at the river and leaps it.
I clothesline her.
I can't decide if it's gonna. I want it to just work. I can't. You failing would be funny, but also ultimately pointless.
I mean, like, it's a failure in another way. She lands on the other side. She's like,
What were you saying?
We're gonna cross back over.
Oh, do you need help?
Feng raises a hand. Black Tortoise grabs it and yeets him across the river.
Okay, do you guys need help?
Omega, do you think we can get across?
Yes.
I think we're okay.
Okay.
starts skating away. Skate. River.
Piper, you can see that Lonnie is just like kind of staring, like slightly smiling at Vivi.
You okay?
Huh? No, yeah. Can you get across?
Yeah. Can you?
What? Yeah. Oh yeah. Still win. Win mode. Let's go.
Could I make a suggestion for Omega?
Yes, please.
As Penny's walking, basically the two ends of the river kind of in her eye fold together, So it's just a step over.
I love it. Mini wormhole. Yes, please.
Yeah, I like it from the outside. All of you just see Penny sort of begin to step like into the river and then just straight onto the other bank. Steel Wind gives a silent nod, and I guess sort of disrupts your like form to like lighten you, so you just kind of like soar across the top of the river like a mist, and then solidify and land on the other side. Piper, I
Well,
assume Vega just eats you.
He's just really obsessed with Blur right now, so he just yells "Woohoo!" and just like throws you across.
All right, you've solved my river puzzle. You all head across the the river, making your way to the forests. And as you reach the outskirts, something else begins to sort of move very quickly through the trees in your direction, and almost skidding to a stop in front of you. You see a cloaked figure that you haven't seen for a little bit now. You see Keanu.
Hey,
Hi.
Where are you all going?
back. We gotta figure out an alternative solution.
Right. I was sent here by my master. He sensed, gestures towards Constantine, his presence.
All right. Keanu, listen. Giving up Constantine also kickstarts an apocalypse.
What do you mean?
Did you know that your master's tower has doors that go to the future?
No, I haven't explored all of the doors.
Well, it does.
Okay.
And the future kind of sucks.
I get that, and I believe you. But I'm not here because you need to convince me. Tortoise won't let you leave. The bindings of the contract that you all signed, it'll prevent you from leaving. I'm sure David and Lonnie here could leave if they wanted to. I'm not under compulsion now to attack you. But the four who signed the contract, you can't leave unless Tartarus allows you.
So you're saying we gotta talk to the big guy again?
About that, I've been looking at the contract, and all it really says is that we have to bring Constantine to him. Doesn't necessarily say that we have to allow him to do anything to him.
Is Constantine here, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
He
hi,
nods,
Constantine.
yeah. Right. David is fine. This creature, it wants me? Do you know for what reason?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the guy that's all big and important and stuff. You probably have a better idea than I do.
I don't know.
He likes to collect things. People with powers. He has a garden.
A garden? Like
Of
roses?
desiccated corpses.
Oh.
Like
Less
Vlad the Impaler.
appealing.
That being said,
Keanu.
do you think we
Sorry.
could all take him if we all fought at the same time?
I'm not sure.
Okay, just taking that into consideration.
Keanu kind of steps in, says, I'm worried about what it'll mean if we try to fight him. Given
Well,
the contract.
you might need to get as far away as you can from there, Keanu.
I can do that. I'll have to go pretty far.
Considering you're all about velocity and speed, yeah.
He wants David because David was going to release the Zodiac.
Not gonna do that anymore.
Correct?
No,
Well,
that's
I
that's
mean-
what we're gonna do.
not for the same reason, but yeah. That's still the plan, I assume. I'm the one who caused all of this in the first place. If giving myself to this being will set the four of you free and allow you to stop the end of the world, then I suppose I should. I've made my bed and I should lie in it.
That's not fair.
It's my fault.
You didn't know.
Still,
Maybe we could talk to him and explain it, and we don't know until we get there.
Can't give up Constantine either. From what Will was saying, either way, the anima are gonna get out.
Vivi's just staring directly at Constantine, just a big, dumb, blank, like deer in the headlights look. Like, shit, when did you turn out to be a decent guy? God damn it! This is making this very hard for me.
If I'm gonna be frank, I think that given the choice between Constantine and the four of you, I hate you. Stop it. I'm trying to be serious here.
we all had the same idea for the same joke when you said that.
Yep. 100%.
She's being so serious, I can't do that.
All right, Frank, what do you got?
Thought you were Lonnie.
If it's the difference between Constantine and the four of you, I think we stand a better chance with the four of you. If that's the deal we have to make.
Like I said, contract says we have to bring Constantine to him. Doesn't say anything about what happens after that.
All right.
So we all go and talk and explain what we know.
And be ready for a fight. I mean, hopefully
case-
that doesn't happen. Hopefully we can negotiate with Vlad the Impaler.
In the case that things don't go the way we think they are, David, could you contact your closest people to come help us?
Well, I'm going to assume my cell phone is not going to work in here. Do any of you have any means of long distance communication with any of my support?
Looks to Vivi.
Can you send a message?
Send you a bee.
If you could send a message to Delilah.
Okay. What's
If
the
something goes
message
wrong.
gonna say? Okay.
If something goes wrong, if you want her here, all you need to say is code 7.
Oh. Okay.
And she'll come here immediately.
Why
I
stop?
mean, immediately.
Oh, okay. Why stop at Delilah then?
She'll bring anyone that she can get with her.
Not Stephanie.
All right. Stephanie isn't quite in the inner circle, but if you include in the message not to trust Jupiter. And Delilah will bring anyone else that is available. Likely be Johan and Sal. If anything happens to me, that is. Which, again, hopefully, I'm not usually the self-sacrificing type. If there's a way out of this, doesn't involve me turning into a desiccated husk, then I would prefer that.
So
But as I said, I am responsible for this, so. The pyramid, also if something would happen to me, the other 2 pyramids are at my compound. Will has access to them. All right. So are we ready? Any other discussions?
Hey Vivi, could you send a bee to my grandpa? In case things go south, tell him that the next generation needs to be ready.
Okay.
That's it.
did anyone see that new Final Destination movie?
We're in 2000s, so it's gonna be Final Destinations 3? No, that's later, isn't it?
No, I think the first one came out in 2000. If I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Huh.
The one that person with like the
Airplane.
premonitions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I might have caught the tail end of it.
They made a movie about that one stage in Smash Brothers?
No, it was
That is
more
a
like
melee, and that is not in this.
that was more like an inevitability of death movie.
Oh.
Like even if you try to change stuff, fates can always come in and mess it up for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
This kind of feels like that right now.
Well, we already know one future. We don't know about the others.
Yeah, but if time's gonna try and correct itself, Vivi, you and I aren't gonna make it out of this one. What?
Can't hear you.
How do you mean?
In the future that Lonnie came back from, Penny disappears, and Piper's the last one alive.
Well, let's just try not to have that future then.
Here's hoping.
I think we need Delilah here now.
Bees can only go so fast. I mean, who's to say we have to do this right now?
We can't leave. I think we need Delilah here now so she knows what's happening. Someone else other than us needs to know what's happening.
Okay.
Need to know how to get out and who the fuck Delilah is.
Delilah can teleport anywhere, anytime.
Just with her, or
With others. She's also military trained.
she gonna shoot me?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Not if David tells her not to, though. I mean, Mr. Constantine.
Would it be? I could
David
probably
is
move
fine.
I can probably move a little bit faster than a bee, but not much.
B is still good, because as soon as she gets it, she can just teleport here.
All right. So we wait.
Okay. So you guys are gonna send a bee with the message right now and try to get Delilah to bring as many people as she can with her to this. Okay.
Also sending B to Grandpa to let him know what's going on.
Okay. So 2 bees go flying off back towards the portal. And you all wait
While
for
we're
a while. Yes.
waiting, Lonnie leans over to Piper and just says, "Okay, wish me luck."
With what?
Taking your advice. Not your advice. Well, your advice, but not your now advice. You said don't wait. Shoot your shot.
Usually it takes me a lot longer than this to get lost.
It'll make sense. She kind of like takes a breath and then turns and walks over to Vivi. Hey.
Hey.
I was thinking if we don't die now and we don't die later, I would like to take you out for ramen and a movie sometime if you're interested in doing something like that.
Okay.
Like on a date.
Okay.
Cool. Cool.
Just like mentally rearranging her schedule.
Lonnie just walks, like strides back a little bit.
Why didn't you just say that?
Sorry, I got kind of confused with the jumping back to you now.
That was a thing. That was a very clear thing.
Yes, Penny, that's a thing.
Okay.
See, you're getting
You
it.
made
I
it.
told you you would.
Any other conversations while you're all waiting?
If
Or you can
anything,
continue this one. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Feng
Why
will
would-
be. Oh, sorry.
Why wouldn't you just say, I'm gonna ask Vivi on a date?
Because I had already explained it to you before.
You know that's a different me, though.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, I just talked to you yesterday.
No, I feel like you're just trying to be ominous on purpose now.
I'm really not. I'm just very tired.
Yeah, me too. Well, good luck with that. She's kind of insane.
I think I kind of like that.
Yeah, I don't mean it in a bad way. She just kind of goes.
Yeah,
You gotta keep up.
I can keep up. I've been going for a while now.
I'm not gonna say it.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
I don't actually know what you're talking about.
It's nothing. It's a dumb joke. I'm not gonna
Okay.
say it.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
I can't not say it. I mean, yeah, obviously you're super strong, so like obviously you can go for a while.
Oh,
Okay.
Actually, I have some new powers. You know what? I don't want to explain it. But
Oh. Buzzkill.
no, I have. I'll explain it later. I
You
still
got
have the other ones.
fun in the future.
Yeah, maybe I did.
If Buzzkill is your new power, that's gonna be very bad for Vivi. All right, who's next?
I know, that's what I was thinking. Oh, when she said
Why?
Buzzkill, when she said Buzzkill, I said hopefully not. Speaking of Vivi, she takes Feng aside.
Oh. Hey.
Hey, so when did Constantine become a good guy?
Shrug.
Like how good of a guy? Wasn't he like, trying to enslave the human race?
Everyone's motives are fucked at some point. I think after showing him the future, he's come around to the idea of not enforcing a whole anima regime.
Out of character, did I read correctly that he wasn't trying to enslave the human race? He was trying to give everyone an anima?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
Do you have any ideas? What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna do what I do best. Punch a motherfucker in the face.
Great. Okay.
Vivi's gonna go and like roller skate back and forth, like clearly like going through every single plan that she can possibly think of.
Listen, I know one way that works, and it works well most of the time.
Fang, did you have something you wanted to
He's just gonna chat with Constantine,
Okay.
compare notes about their families.
Okay. Yeah, is there anything specifically you wanted to ask?
There was a point in time where the three were supposed to meet, but a clan of assassins came in, killed the other family. Does your family have any records about that? It should have been around the time that the pyramids were scattered.
Right. I do have some records kept in journals and parchments from my grandmother and those that came before her. I guess I don't really know the whole story, but from my ancestors' perspective, what happened is they were tricked into creating these pyramids and chopping away the Zodiac, betraying their masters at the time. That my ancestor's brother was murdered by one of yours to facilitate this plot. And eventually it came to light after the imprisonment had occurred. And enraged by this, my grandfather, or great-great-grandfather, turned on the others. So it is very likely that that was probably their doing. And because it's been so long, I don't know if you remember that when you had your sort of vision, you were told something similar by G. Yeah.
Still just wondering to what end they would murder one of your ancestors.
Given what I know now, I can only surmise that it was the only way to convince my mind to participate in this. They were very loyal. The right hand of the Zodiac. That's why me and my predecessors took it upon ourselves to reverse what had been done.
Now that you've seen the outcome, though, thoughts have changed.
I see no reason why I would be upset over the murder of a man that I never knew, who has only but the smallest relation to me at this point. I can see why things happened the way they did. I only wish I had known the truth sooner.
Well, if we get out of this with only the minor of wounds, I hope our families can work together once again.
I hope so. Though, the loss of 1/3 of them, the assassination, I suppose there's no one doing that.
It still doesn't make sense to me that there wouldn't be some sort of failsafe that the spirit doesn't pass on to someone else. How does your family get their anima?
There's a ritual, passing on of the spirit through some archaic practices. I don't know how many of them are useful, if it's just a manifestation of will of sorts. I don't give much credence to superstition. I had just assumed that the willingness of my grandmother to pass it to me is what allowed the transfer to occur.
My grandpa made me drink arsenic.
See, that's the sort of thing that I just don't understand. I mean, I suppose try it a different way before doing that. My grandmother was all about the same thing and made me do something very similar. But I guess we'll see when it comes to our time to pass them on, if we get that chance. As far as things being passed on between the Isa family, I don't know. As far as I'm aware, there's no record of their powers continuing.
Regardless, 2 houses are better than none, right?
True.
What were their powers?
She just appears, yeah, as she's wont to do.
I'm sorry? The powers
the
of
Isa
the
family.
the Isa. I don't know.
There's no record. No one talks about it.
I suppose there must be record of. I just don't know off the top of my head. There may be references to it in my ancestors' journals.
So the sooner we kick Tartarus's ass, the sooner we can get to those journals.
We might not have to kick Mr. Tartarus's ass.
You think we have to kick Mr. Tartarus's ass?
I'm not a good talker.
Well, Piper is.
I suppose we'll find out. And at that time, did anybody else have anything they wanted to talk to anyone about? I think Piper and Penny are the only ones that didn't do anything yet. No? Okay. At that moment, then, between all of you, there is this, like, a line that forms in the air horizontally, and then sort of unfolding from that line is the horrific form of Delilah's anima, the sort of fleshy orb covered in numerous mouths of sort of varying and shifting sizes, and as it sort of appears in the air, one of the mouths opens and sort of unfolds, and stepping out from inside of it are Delilah, Sally, and Johann. And then it sort of folds back and closes. What is going on here?
Hi, Delilah. Hey, Sally.
Hello, David, are you in danger? And David says, No, I'm fine. There's a bit of an emergency, though. We need to get you called up on what's happening. And David explains. I'm not going to go through it in character a third time for the session today. But David explains everything, the vision, the pyramids, the true purpose of the Zodiac, and all of that. And when he finishes, there is a long pause. Sally looks a bit horrified. The Johann looks worried, but clearly the gears are kind of turning, and Delilah just says, "Fuck me." All right, so David, we need to get you out of here as soon as possible. If this thing wants you, we need to get you out, like right now. David says, "No. We need to go through with this. The four of them are in a difficult situation, and it seems the only way to remedy it is to enter the lion's den." And Delilah says, "No, fuck that. We're getting out of here. That's my job. I'm going to do that right now. I'm sorry about the other four of you, but my job is to take care of David. It's what I'm paid for. So
Hey, I don't think you get to talk to your boss like that, just saying.
Listen, I didn't trust any of you from the start." And David jumps in and says, "All right, let's calm down for a bit. Piper has a point. You work for me. So, you can either continue to work for me and do as I'm requesting, or you can go. I would prefer that you stay, though, since I believe that I'll probably have more of a chance of living if there are more people here. The plan continues as I've already outlined it. They seem to have a grasp on what's going on. We'll follow the lead of these five. So, you can make a choice, Delilah." Delilah scowls and crosses her arms, or flexing a bit, and fine. But if as soon as things go wrong, I'm getting him out of here. I'm not letting him die.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Keanu stands and kind of creaking a little bit. All right. Is this everyone then? Follow me. he taps the staff on the ground. That same pool of mercury sort of surrounds your group, and you all are carried along. Each step you take, moving at an insanely fast speed, as you begin to streak through the mirage in the direction of Tartarus's kingdom.
Vivi, look,
Uh,
I'm rollerblading.
Everyone else following. I think Sally gives, like, again, seeming very worried along with Johan. Piper, you notice her, like, looking over at you a couple of times, and you can tell, like, especially at the moments where David was talking about y'all having to, like, infiltrating the system and your purpose to subvert it and that sort of thing. You could tell that hit her a bit hard. I don't know if Piper says anything or does anything while y'all are traveling.
Yeah. Hey, so you keep looking at me weird?
Am I? Sorry. I'll look somewhere else.
You're upset, huh?
I mean, yeah, kinda.
Do you want to talk about it?
I don't know. I don't know how long this car trip's gonna take. Kind of a lot to unpack here. Like, I thought we were friends and we hung out, we had drinks, and like... But like, how much of that were you just trying to, like, get information from me or something?
I mean, no offense, Sally, but you didn't really give me that much information. No,
Rude.
Well, you didn't. I mean, I thought...
Good. But...
That's good on your part. Isn't that, like, part of your job?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
No, Yeah, we're friends. I thought we were actually friends.
Yeah, I did too. And I was like... I was just really bummed out.
Yeah, well, it was super nice to hang out with somebody who liked my music but wasn't also, like, fawning all over me all the time.
Yeah. I mean, David
I don't
trusts
think
you
any of
and
them
everything.
even listen to my stuff.
I have all of your
Really?
mixtapes.
I don't know. They just never talk about it, so...
I mean... Yeah, I just thought it'd be cool. And like, yeah, of course, like, at first I was like, I just want to be friends. I mean, I thought it'd be cool to be friends with a celebrity. And then I found out that you're, like, also really cool and, like, a decent person and stuff. So it just sucks to find out that I got lied to. So
In my defense, it was kind of to save the world.
yeah, I get that. I just feel like I'm still owed an apology.
Yeah, a lot of people think they're owed a lot of things. I'm sorry I lied to you. I didn't have a choice, okay? We were just trying to do the right thing.
Okay. I'm sorry that I accidentally was trying to help end the world.
Can we still be friends?
So- Yeah, I'd like that. Assuming we don't all die.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Are you worried about it?
Yeah.
Me too.
I haven't updated my will in like 6 months.
What could have changed in like 6 months?
Feng sneezes.
Well, consider, since we're still friends, you watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Okay.
No more lying.
No more lying. Unless it's to save the world, Sally.
Okay, no more lying unless this is save the world, and then you tell me like as soon as the world's saved, all right?
Okay. That's reasonable.
Okay. Cool. And around the time y'all's conversation is finishing, everything sort of, the blur of the landscape around you comes to a stop, and you look up and see the expansive and almost incomprehensible dome of Tartarus's domain stretching out in front of you. Everyone sort of takes a big breath, and Keanu leads you in to the tunnels and inside the castle. We're going to go and take our break there. So, we will be back in a few minutes, everyone, to continue our session. So hang out with us in the chat. Go stretch, use the bathroom, get some food, drink some water, anything else you might need to. And we'll be back here in a few minutes to continue our session. So stay tuned. Welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us while we took our break. We're going to get right back into it for the second half of our finale here. I've talked to my players a little bit about this, but we may end up going a little bit late today. So just wanted to let everyone out there in the chat know. Let's go ahead and get back into it. So you've just arrived at Tartarus's fortress. This massive, just essentially looks like half of a boulder that's been embedded in the ground, but on such a colossal scale that you can't observe all the full size of it from a single vantage point. And there are many of these passages that lead into this central dome that a few of you have already seen before, that you are all walking through with Keanu. Was there anything you wanted to discuss while you are making this last leg of your trip?
So we've got to explain to Tartarus that trading in Constantine right now would be a horrific idea because it jumpstarts all sorts of bad stuff in the human world.
And how do I make him care about the human world? Again?
Wouldn't it also spill in here in some way?
It breaks the veil. I mean, he could go out there.
Yeah, but then
Yes, Feng?
thinking, hold on,
Okay.
Lonnie.
It takes him a while sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean-
I'm remembering now.
If anything, no. There wouldn't be any humans left to enslave anyway if everything spilt over suddenly.
DM, do I know how it went between Tartarus and the like when the apocalypse happened?
I don't think. Just debating whether they would have even done in that timeline, whether they even spoke with Tartarus.
Yeah. Oh.
I think all yeah. So I think they would have taken that deal because I think the diverging timeline is to the point where Feng went to get the stuff. So all that Piper ever told you is that they made a deal with this being called Tartarus, that they destroyed the pyramids, and when the Mirage sort of bled over into the real, that they weren't able to get back to Tartarus's domain. They don't even know if they were able to, if their souls were fully freed from the deal. I think that's probably something maybe you discussed with Piper before, is that Vivi and Feng both died, and she didn't know if they were ever like released from this contract, because when they destroyed the pyramids, everything happened and they never even got a chance to get Constantine. I think as far as like Tartarus's influence on the real world is still like, Tartarus is essentially the king of the Mirage. As far as his direct influence in the real world at that time, I just don't know if there would have actually been anything like, it didn't like come over to the real world and start saying his name and stuff like that.
Okay. So like he didn't get fucked over by this whole thing. Hard to know.
They didn't.
Okay.
They don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Not enough information. Try again later.
Okay. I have nothing to add to this conversation. I don't even know what happened to him after the apocalypse. But I mean, we could get rid of potential threats for him. The Zodiac, right? They're big bads. They could
I
try to
mean,
take
it's
over.
fine. I can just lie.
I don't think you have to.
No. I mean, he's a weird dude, but could probably just be honest with him.
I'm just saying, if it comes down to it, I'm gonna have to make it sound like this is gonna mess him up too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It might. If the
I mean, it
veil
really
rips
so
over
far
into
Yeah, but I'm gonna need to make it sound like it. So, just
Okay.
tell
if
him
I
the
do
veil
say
ripped.
something that's a lie, just go with it.
Usually
We
do.
usually do.
Yeah.
All right. We good then? Piper?
I think so.
All right. You continue through the tunnel, eventually emerging into the gardens that surround this central pillar of Tartarus's fortress. Acres and acres of these desiccated or stone corpses that are all in various states of agony, that are just equally positioned around this garden, thousands of them, as far as you can see, with a path cutting straight from this tunnel entrance towards the pyramid, or towards the this dais, this pillar. Keanu leads you up to these steps, and you begin to ascend, eventually cresting the top. where at the center you see the attendants of Tartarus, these creatures adorned in sort of majestic robes of silk and flowing colors, all wearing these metallic masks that fully obscure their faces, no eye holes or anything, just a spike that kind of extends out from the very center. And while they surround the perimeter of the dais, the very epicenter of it, sitting on his throne, you see the metallic cobalt blue and silver massive form of Tartarus, and Keanu reaching a point a few, like a dozen yards away from the throne, kneels, and as you all pass, he takes a step back, kind of giving a nod over to Feng, and the rest of you, turns and excuses himself to following instructions, trying to get as far from here as possible. Tartarus, though you don't see eyes beyond the mask that he wears, you feel his vision passing over each of you, lingering on some of the newcomers and on David as well. And from the abyss behind the mask, you hear his voice once again.
I see you have succeeded in our wager.
Yeah, about that. Some things have changed.
There are no changes to the contract once it has been struck.
Well, we have some information that might change your mind.
And what information would this be?
We saw the future. Thanks to the Mirage. And we know what happens if we give you Constantine. And it's bad.
Please explain.
If we follow the path that you want us to follow now, basically everything's going to explode in fire and ruin and cause the apocalypse. Don't love that. Don't think you would love that. So, we want to change the terms.
You see the attendants kind of looking a bit agitated, kind of shifting around the throne, not seeming too happy with this, but Tartarus sits forward, leaning on his sort of long metallic arms, resting his masked head on the gauntlet, and sort of cocking it in your direction.
What changes to the terms do you propose?
What did you call it, Penny?
Me?
Penny. A controlled release. Right. So, we can't just give him to you, and we can't let you release all of these things at once. Because the world will end. And since our world, tied to your world, seems bad for everyone.
I believe the terms or the plan as you had laid it before me was to destroy the pyramids.
Right.
If we destroy
And
the
why has that changed?
Because if we destroy the pyramids, everything is going to snowball and the world is going to end. I'm not sure how many times I need to say that to you to get it in. Is it the helmet?
Hi, Mr. Tartarus. I was the one who traveled to the future to see what had happened and why. And yeah, destroying the pyramids breaks the veil and releases a lot of animas into our world and basically destroys the planet.
To understand, you traverse the corridors of eternity, trespassing on my domain, and caught a glimpse of a future, whereas the plan as we had discussed, if enacted, would break the veil and lead to the destruction and ruin of the human world.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
I'm sorry.
think trespassing is a strong word, but I don't know, put some
The
guards there,
corridors
people there.
are forbidden realms within my tower.
Well, we're not from here, so
I think I'm gonna go and have you roll here. So yeah, this would be a charisma task.
Charisma. Ten.
Okay. There's a pause.
But you had brought Constantine before me as we agreed. So you are asking that I allow him to leave?
As a show of good faith, we brought him with us.
And also completing the contract.
Technically. Yeah. We're just trying to show you we're for real.
We also kind of need him to help not make the world end.
I understand. I admire loyalty within my subjects, and you have, as I requested, completed this task and this contract. For that you shall be rewarded. However, in creating the prison that now holds the Zodiac, I cannot simply ignore the plans that have been laid for eons now, for the sake of your request. I will release you from our contract. Once I have used the power I claim from Constantine to destroy the prison.
What part of Apocalypse do you not understand?
Yes, it is a shame that you have foreseen this event. It would have been easier for me to complete this task had you not.
Oh, so you knew.
Why do you want the world to end?
I don't. I want it to begin.
Right. You knew the whole time.
I did. And now that I have claimed the power of 2 of the ancient keys which sealed away my prison, in claiming the 3rd, I complete my plan.
Your prison.
You watch as the attendants begin to
great.
move towards and encircle
Delilah.
your group.
Vivi pulls out a gun.
Vivi pulls out a gun.
Fuck!
Okay.
Gun!
Delilah.
The MIB got her a gun.
I have stopped trying to police the fact that everybody has fucking guns.
She points it in Constantine's direction, and there's a bang. But she has shot past him and at Tartarus.
Okay. You fire the gun at Tartarus. Go ahead and roll.
Rick
Okay.
O'Connell's in my mind going, honey, they don't use doors.
Okay. Oh no. I accidentally hit the button on my mouse that changes the sensitivity, and now it's crawling. I'm like, oh god, this is the worst time that this could have happened. All right, so I roll my dexterity for this plus a 2. My dex is 12, and then yeah, I'm just gonna roll it. I got an 8 plus a 2 is a 10, so that's my accuracy.
Okay, that succeeds.
And then for damage, I roll intelligence plus 4. My intelligence is a D10. I'm going for it. Be gone with you. All right, and roll. That's a 2, but plus a 4 makes it a 6.
Defense is an 8. The bullet, just connects with the metal armor and just ricochets off of it. I don't think anyone even reacted to the gun being pulled except for the people in your group, because none of them knew what a gun was. But as soon as the projectile hits Tartarus, you see all of the attendants around just shift, focused on you. Fury and anger kind of exuding from beyond their expressionless masks as you have struck their king. Tartarus stands from his throne and says,
Seize them, but leave them alive. I would not despoil our contract.
and we're gonna go into we're gonna fight. We're gonna roll initiative.
Man, I thought Feng was gonna have to. Okay.
You thought he was gonna have to do what now?
Feng was gonna be the one to punch the dude, but no, Vivi's got a gun. All right.
Vivi's
Vivi's
got a gun.
Gun.
I just imagine, like, as soon as he started, like, monologuing in that direction, just Feng and Lonnie looked at each other and, like, started, like, shifting off to the side and flanking.
Oh no. Fangarang. Oh no.
Okay, I also want to say I'm not running all of these NPCs that y'all have brought into this group. That is too many.
That's fine.
You can't do this to me. You can't ask me to do this. So, for the sake of this fight, I'm gonna assume most people are just dealing with all the ads that were that were brought into this this raid. And we will, if you need someone to do something specific, we can do shout outs like I just did with Delilah, and I'll bring that into the narrative and stuff. So, who rolled above an 8?
We rolled dex for this, right?
Dex speed.
Yeah,
Speed,
Dex and
okay.
speed.
Yeah. You mean the only stats I
10.
ever roll? 7. Sorry, go on. What so you were saying?
Anyone who rolled above an 8 can go in and go. And just make sure you keep track of your number because that is your AC essentially right now.
The Guardians are in trouble.
Oops.
I think it's me and Penny.
Okay.
Penny looks at Piper. Do we go back?
I think it's gonna go this way no matter what. And Piper is going to take Vega and send him hurtling towards Tartarus. I'm gonna try to attack.
All right.
The fuck is my accuracy?
I just saw -1 for a second. I was like, that's bad.
Oh, I need to roll that. My strength plus power. Wow, I rolled a 5.
All right. Yeah, you need to be an 8. Yeah, so I think
I
Vega,
don't.
again, streaks forward and goes to punch. And as he does, one of the other like attendants comes like shrieking supernaturally fast in front of him. And Vega just connects with one of them instead. His fist blocked by a long sort of purple hand that just like takes the impact. And you see them shake, but they don't take any damage from it. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna move with Vega, and to get. I want to not be in this giant group of people, and hope they scatter.
Okay.
But I want to move up with Vega and kind of put myself and Vega between Tartarus and everybody else,
Okay.
and say,
All right.
Delilah, now.
What was Delilah's initiative? Hold on. I have it in here somewhere. Delilah will be going after Tartarus.
Cool.
She goes with the second group.
Still yell at her.
Okay. All right. Penny.
Get Mr. Constantine out, please. Penny is gonna use her new shit. Penny's on that new shit. Penny is gonna ask Omega to do his third ability, the new one, at Tartarus.
Okay.
Which is inflicting trauma 8 to all of his abilities.
Okay. Do we make that part of an attack or just an ability?
I think it's just an ability.
All right. So describe what it looks like.
Penny starts crying again, and Omega pops out like on his rubber band per usual, and just sort of envelops Tartarus like a big starry blanket. But like almost steam rises out as that happens, and then he just sort of fizzles away. And yeah, I don't think Tartarus liked that very much.
Yeah, I think that because we frame this as like a like being subjected to the flow of time and kind of a rapid like aging and stuff. And you watch as like this takes effect, and like as it passes, you see Tartarus's form is mostly the same. I mean, like as an immortal being, there isn't much of like a physical change, but you do see like the metal, like there's some like slight bits of like rust on it, and you almost hear more of like a creaking as he moves. So yeah, all of his dice are reduced. Die values are reduced by 1. Okay. Anything else from Penny?
Getting away.
All right.
Which Penny is very good at doing. Because it's what's range? Yeah, she can move 118 feet. So she's getting the hell away from everything because she can do things at a distance.
Okay. So Penny goes zooming off, kind of like blinking through time, again away from the group. So that'll bring it to count 8, which means all of the baddies are going. Most of them just sort of rush in towards your group, engaging with everyone, really. You see Sally, Johan, and Delilah sort of manifesting their animus as well. Sally, the big hulking form of Mars, stepping between her and a smaller group of these attendants. The impact kind of ringing out against the hollow armor that her anima seems to be made of. Johan, I forgot what his anima looked like. You see just a crash, like water begin to swell around him, and then emerging in front is like a figure seemingly made of water with a watery trident that begins to like swell around the incoming attendants. I'm going to say that a couple of them make attacks against y'all. I will, because of how you guys have situated yourselves, I will assume it's going to be Vega, Piper, Feng, and Lonnie that will be suffering the brunt of this. Let's see, I'll think otherwise.
This is fine.
All right. So with this, all right. So with Piper, that's an 11 to hit.
Nope.
Misses. Okay. So the one that has holding Vega tries to push and like overwhelm, but Vega's strength holds him back. One comes in at Feng. That's a 7.
Hits. I rolled a 3.
Yep. Or sorry, a 6.
That still hits.
Still hits. All right. That is 9 damage.
Reduced to 0.
However, as it hits, it also inflicts poison and silence. Both are condition 9s, which I believe reduces your strength and your charisma.
My charisma can't go any lower.
Okay, it just stays there then. This one, or I'll do Lonnie's for last, and then I'll do descriptions. Lonnie, that's more. I know yours is low, so I'm not gonna.
Ayo.
Yeah. And I rolled. Huh?
Go ahead.
1 for damage.
What reduces damage?
Your defense.
Okay.
What's your defense value?
10.
Okay, so
D10.
you reduce it by 10.
By 10?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Even though they hit us, we reduce it straight down.
Yeah.
However, same thing with you. You take poison and silence.
I do not take poison damage.
Right. Because you are immune to poison right now.
Yes, I am.
So silence. Then your charisma goes down 1 die.
Aha. So if you want to describe that.
Yeah, so the two of them, as they rush forward, kind of like extending out these, like, again, these long fingered purplish hands from underneath these long sleeves that they have of these silken robes, and as they reach out to touch, there's almost like there's like a necrotic effect that extends out from them, and this vaporous mist comes pouring out from their sleeves. And Feng, though you don't take any damage from the impact, blocking it with Black Tortoise, you do feel that poison kind of seeping in, begin to cough from that. And Lonnie, you have the same experience, however, due to your current conditional immunity, you do not take the poison.
And what was the thing that I needed to reduce? I'm sorry.
Silence reduces your charisma.
Charisma. Okay.
All right. That will be... So that's going to be the attendance. And Tartarus is going to go. Tartarus stands from the throne and immediately, like he vanishes from in front of you, Piper. You hear an impact behind you, and he appears in the middle of your group in front of Constantine, who he reaches out and attempts to seize by grabbing him. So I'm going to make a roll for him. All right, so his die values have been reduced. That's still a lot. It's a 15, so he succeeds on that. He grabs Constantine and just begins to kind of hold him by the neck, like hoisting him into the air. And you begin to see this golden light from Constantine beginning to be pulled out of him. That will end his turn, leaving it to the rest of you.
You have a thing you want to do?
Vivi's on initiative counts 7. She's gonna toss her pistol at Lonnie, and pull a rifle out of her bag. Like a hammer space, I don't know. She's got a rifle now. She's gonna roller skate over to where Constantine and Tartarus are. And I don't think we ever actually got to sit down and decide what her third her third power is.
Oh, we never did.
But can I propose basically cash in 3 AP to do double damage on an attack?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. She's gonna shoot Tartarus with the intention of trying to distract him and get him off of Constantine.
Okay.
Yeah. And a follow-up question: are you allowed to use your anima to assist in a weapon attack?
With the guns, I don't. There's nothing, I don't think, in the rule books for that. I think the guns are meant to be a substitution for weapon attacks.
Understood.
In that case, but I'm fine. I'm okay with doing that if you want to. Just do your normal accuracy roll.
Okay. Yeah, I'm willing.
It's our last session playing this system. I'll just make shit up.
Fair enough. Things that I'm clicking or not. Okay, there we go. And I roll. I got a 22 for my accuracy.
Yep.
And for my actually that'd be 23. That's fine.
Even better.
Cool. Now, how do we want to double the damage? Do we want to just roll as normal and then double that, or should I double my dice?
Rolls normal and then double that.
Okay. That's a 21, so oh my god, I can do this. 42.
I'm sorry.
Well, if you're doubling it. A 20.
You
I'm
got
sorry.
a 9 and a 12 on the damage dice, so
You rolled 42 points of damage.
Well, if you double it.
Okay. He reduces that by 8. Do some quick math
Just going
here.
how you thought it was going to still.
an extra hour.
Immortal being fucking taken down with a goddamn shotgun.
Okay,
They've
he's
never
not
seen
down yet. He only takes 34 points of damage.
What is this, Pathfinder?
I said you could double it with the expectation of, okay, like 5, 10 points. It'll be a big hit. Like, have a few laughs. Oh,
Double
okay.
damage, they said. It'd be fun, they said.
They said.
Bees.
Damn.
They said.
Gotta rethink some things real quick here.
Do you like
all right.
bees?
Just scribble out the health that they had and add 25.
Add another couple zeros at the end. No, I'm not gonna
Best
do
DM
that.
trick.
I just
Yes, totally.
God, that's a huge hit. Okay, with a gun. You described this to me then. He's still up, but it's a big hit.
Okay. Her third ability is called Sugar Rush, and I imagine the way that it works is that she just attacks several times in the span of a few seconds. Like through using her anima, she basically becomes a speedster. And she like roller skates in, bang, and then like just keeps on like reappearing in different, like Dragon Ball Z style, like just like reappearing in different places and attacking from different vantage points. Sometimes it's the gun, sometimes it's bees, sometimes she's just literally like like slapping him in the face. But
Okay.
it's just a flurry of activity.
All right. It is a flurry of activity as like suddenly just like firing bees, everything. You just watch like holes beginning to be blasted out of Tartarus's armor, things just being destroyed, and you hear a not necessarily like a cry of pain, just like a shuddering to the entire fortress, as a being which has probably not been hurt in millennia suddenly feels pain, and an extensive amount of it, and he roars. Who's next?
It's Lonnie. I'm last.
Okay. All right. Lonnie is going to not even have to say anything to Steelwind, and she's going to run up and I don't know how stupid this is with her power, but she is going to use her second ability to she'll use her first ability to mist up so that she is directly under his hand. And she's going to use her second ability to change the shape of her hand into more of like, what's his face from My Hero, the guy with the red hair and the teeth. That
Kirishima.
Kirishima, yeah. She's going to like harden her hand and just pierce up into his wrist to try and make him or disrupt the flow.
Okay, yeah, make your attack.
Okay, how do I do this? I forget.
Okay, so your attacks should be on your...
Oh, right.
you don't have your sheet up. Or
I
you
do
don't
have my
on
sheet
here.
up.
Oh, your sheet is on here.
Accuracy
Right.
roll, right?
It is... yeah. You should
Okay.
be... What'd you roll?
I will roll. Fucking 2?
That's a critical, isn't it? Double ones.
That
It
is a
is.
critical.
What the hell?
You heal him for 34 points of damage.
Uh-huh.
34
No. I think
Can
what
I use
happens
a luck
is
point or?
no, none of those here. You come streaking up Seal Wind, the body, like forming your body into this like iron like substance as you and kind of to a blade as you try to drive up through the arm of Tartarus. Goes spectacularly bad. How can I? You impale Constantine. No, that seems.
You do what you gotta do, DM.
You do damage to
I'm
it
just a
for 34
guess.
points of...
Roll damage again. Or roll damage.
Roll damn. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Vivi.
Be careful what I say.
10.
10 points of damage.
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah. You come as he kind of flinches back, you drive the blade forward, and he throws Constantine in front of you, and your blade sinks into Constantine's back as you see blood begin to pool down the side of it, and Constantine cries out in pain. Not enough to kill him, but that is a lot.
Good news, guys. He's not getting his soul sucked out anymore.
Because I murdered him. All right. Who is that? Did everyone go?
I'm next.
Or
Can
Feng,
someone
yeah.
please yell at Delilah to get him the fuck out of here?
I
I'm gonna
did.
they're gonna do their turns in a second. I want to give everyone a chance.
Yeah. If Lonnie's extracted Constantine from her blade, we get 2 actions, correct? Because one was to be like you didn't want to do attack the entire time.
You do get 2 actions, yeah. Movement is an action as well.
Cool. I'm going to attack Tartarus first.
Okay.
So that's 1. Double 9s, that's a crit.
Is it no, because it's a crit if it's
It's-
double 6s or max on both dice.
Is it? I thought
Not
it
if you
was-
roll 2 of
That's
yeah.
correct.
It's
Yeah.
it's max on
damn.
both dice or double 6s.
Okay, but so it's 20 to hit.
That still hits.
How do I? Okay. And Feng will deal 21 minus 19 points of damage.
All right. What does Feng do? Because you kill Tartarus. You kill the king of the Mirage.
Fang sinks into a low posture, and he says, "Tortoise form 4, Azure Dragon." And the armor of Black Tortoise overcomes him, but instead of the turtle shell, there are these jade blue dragons on his fist as he punches outward twice, and 2 Shenlong just come out and bisect him.
Okay. And there's like a flash of blue, and the like I imagine like the anime swordsman cut streak of white through the air, no movement for a second, and there's just a low growl, that same like rumbling kind of carrying through the room, or the fortress, and you watch as all the attendants suddenly like take a step back, seeing the overwhelming might of your crew here, as Tartarus like cracks, and those cracks begin to fissure like up the armor, and there is a screeching noise as beams of light begin to shoot from those cracks, but not a white light, but a dark light, begin to branch out in each one of these streams. As they connect with something, immediately just vaporizes it. You see chunks of the ceiling beginning to break away, attendants suddenly vaporized by the strike, and the death throes of Tortoise beginning to destroy this this chamber. So I'm going to take it back to y'all. The one thing I will say is Constantine is still in the grasp and is slowly like weakening and is beginning to be dropped, and he's still bleeding very badly. Delilah, who, seeing the attendants being to flee, quickly bolts towards Constantine, and you see her anima beginning to form, the mouth opening, forming a portal in front of her as she goes rushing towards it, grabbing Constantine and just throwing him into the portal. What do you all do?
Everybody out.
Should we?
Yeah.
We're running.
Yes, I think we're going to the portal, yes?
Yes.
I think so. I
We're
think
Yeah, I
so.
think that's a good
run
idea.
for the portal.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I'll wait till everyone's good.
Yeah. Pick up anyone who
Okay.
needs help.
Yeah, I mean, everyone is good. No one's been hurt badly enough to be. Didn't even get to do any of the cool stuff. You all go running through the portal and feel that darkness carried around you as the chamber behind collapses. I'm gonna change to some music here. There's a moment of darkness just kind of embracing you, as this is your first time traveling through one of the portals that Delilah has carried and you can't, or has created, and you don't feel anything. You don't feel, you don't see anyone around you. You just feel this cool, almost like a liquid that is like enveloping your entire body, though you continue to breathe and it doesn't feel wet. It just feels like the air itself is heavier and denser. As you fall through this void, Feng, you experience, as you're the last person to jump through this this opening, you feel like a shifting around you, and you see a bright light kind of pooling in from behind you. And I see you chanting. As you turn to look at it, you see falling behind you in the portal is the pyramid, sort of tumbling through the void in your direction.
He's gonna reach out for it.
Okay. Reach out, grab it, and it feels warm. There's like an energy that's pulling off from it that you haven't experienced before. And as you do, or as you feel this sensation, something manifests in front of you. The figure isn't familiar to you. You haven't seen them before, but there are features that definitely stand out. You see them wrapped in colorful, sort of dense cloths. They have very dark tan skin, a weathered face. They look a lot like your grandfather.
Grandpa?
You are one of the descendants.
Yeah.
I am Hang.
What's happening?
I do not know. The vestiges of this power that I have imbued into the key. I have no memory of the time that has passed, or where we are. I have not long. But I have implemented this safeguard should a disruption occur.
It's a
It
safeguard.
seems our
Sorry.
prison is failing. The deal that we made with this entity, we could not trust it to keep its word. I do not know what has happened, but you must know there is still time.
Entity backstabbed you.
I knew the king was fickle. It was the risk we took. We lacked the understanding and the power to deal with this problem ourselves, so I leave it to you. The prison will be destroyed. I know not what will happen to the Zodiac once that does transpire, but it cannot come to pass. I fear for the safety of our world that it may destroy the barrier. There's so much that I want to tell you, but I don't have time. But you do. Do you know of the other families? Has that legend or has that lore been passed down to you?
I'm with the Constantine right now.
You must find the Isa. Her lineage holds the power that you need to undo this.
So I was right, they are still around.
You must find them. Her power to control time and space. It is the only thing that could undo what has been done now.
Oh, good. I have an idea of who that might be.
Listen closely. They will have been trained on how to use this ability. Isa was working a plan. I do not know the details, but you must defeat the Zodiac and prevent them from being locked within the prison. If you do this, the prison is never formed. The boundary will not be weakened by its destruction, and your world will be made safe.
So you're telling me that we need to time jump back into the past before you form the jail and basically kill some immortals.
It is a difficult thing to ask. But I sense Black Tortoise's power in you. It is stronger than it was with me.
Well, there have been several generations between your time and mine. You've only gotten stronger.
Then use that power and fix our mistakes. And as he says that, the mirage, the vision in front of you begins to fade, and you clutch the pyramid in hand as you come tumbling out through the other side of this rift, all of you emerging once again into the planetarium. And Feng, as you look down at your hand and the pyramid that is in it, you watch as it slowly begins to dull, and then the gold begins to tarnish. The pyramid itself seeming to age and catch up with the centuries that have passed since its creation.
Feng sets the pyramid down, stands, bows to it, before turning to the rest of the group. Where's Penny and Constantine?
Constantine is currently being tended to by Delilah right now for the wound in his back, and she is glaring at Lonnie every chance that she gets for having stabbed him.
Feng will push Delilah aside and will put a hand on Constantine's chest, muttering, Form 2, Vermilion Bird, and he's going to pump. Well, first he's going to spend 2 AP, and then pump an additional 10 for healing on him.
Okay. Constantine kind of gasps as the healing sort of burns, almost doubling over in pain, holding up a hand to kind of calm everyone as there's a bit of tension in the room of what you're doing at this point, and then he seems to be suffering slightly from it, and he stops. The wound has healed. And he turns back to you. We did it. Stopped it.
There was a failsafe, Constantine.
What?
The third house is alive.
How?
They were working on another failsafe, and he'll look towards Penny. An ancestor spoke to me through the pyramid, told me to find the third house, and their power of space and time can help fix everything.
Penny had pulled out a cigarette and had lit it and was smoking and goes,
What?
I'm thinking Miss Persimmon is that contingency.
What?
Three houses. Black Tortoise, and I, the Constantine family, and I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch the last family's name.
Oh, yeah, Isa.
The Isa family.
Yeah.
We share the same power throughout generations. What my ancestor told me was the Isa family's power was through space and time.
but nobody passed on Omega. He just showed up.
If Miss Persimmon was able to somehow send her consciousness back through, or forward through time to you, that would explain why there's two Omegas. Hers slightly different.
I need to take a minute to process this. And she sits down and just stares ahead for a while.
We've got another problem. With Tartarus dead, that means the jail is gonna fail.
Good.
My ancestor gave me a suggestion.
Yes.
The third house uses their power to send us back into the past. We defeat the Zodiac before they're sealed. None of this has had to happen.
Okay, so you want us to go back in time and fight the Zodiac now? Before they're sealed, so that it's not... Isn't that going to mess up everything? From then to here?
Yeah, but as it stands, with the Black Zodiac being released now, things are gonna bleed over. If we defeat them, there's still fallout.
I hate to be... and Penny, this might be a question for you. Is doing this going to make butterfly effects and stuff? Like, could we not be born because of this?
Penny is staring into space, like catatonic right now.
Does it matter if it saves our universe?
You know. kind of want, to keep my brother safe. He's never born. But, I mean, fate of the universe, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. How do we get there?
Time jump.
Penny.
Can't hear you, Sweets.
We've never been able to go through time before. It's always just been Penny.
Then Penny's gonna have to
Gift.
fill us in when we get there.
I think if there was a way, maybe 3 houses sync up, we could take everyone with combined power.
Lonnie's gonna kneel down next to Penny. Kind of do like a squat. Hey. You okay?
Hi.
Hi.
I can't do this.
I know it seems like a lot. Trust me, I've actually been in a very similar situation when I was told that I had to go back in time and stop all of you from doing what you were going to do. But it's what needs to be done, and you are strong enough to do this.
I mean, I can't. I don't know how. You walk through a door. I don't.
Does Miss Persimmon
Feng had
know?
Mr. Grandpa to teach him. Mr. Constantine has a bunch of papers and things that told him all his stuff. But I don't know how to do this.
Well, you have Miss Persimmon. I don't know why, but I have a feeling she knows.
Do you want to talk to her?
No. She's kind of mean.
Do you want me to kick her in the face?
I think you'd have to kick me in the face, so no.
No, I know I don't want to do that. We'll be right here. And Lonnie kind of like sits her butt on the ground and places a hand on her shoulder. You're stronger than you think. Trust me, I've heard the stories.
If she comes out, kick me in the face.
You got it.
Sort of, I guess, in her head, she'll try and talk to her. Miss Persimmon? You there?
There's a moment of pause, and then you hear the voice inside your head in response. Yeah, I'm here.
Did you catch any of that?
I did. Weird.
Yeah. Any of it sound familiar?
I don't know. Doesn't really ring a bell to me, but whatever it is, I agree with the cranky one. If anyone can do this, you can. I can help. But you're the one that can control time.
But only for me. I don't know how to take anybody else back.
Maybe if I help.
Help
I got a couple
how?
ideas. Well, you control time. I do everything else, so I can give you more space.
Okay. Probably have to test this out. Not so big, right?
Yeah, maybe a couple others. This whole group, probably not going to be a good idea.
Yeah.
I'd say pick the 4 or so that you feel like you want to bring along. And potentially lose in the time stream, but don't tell them that part. So maybe the ones you like but are disposable? I don't know. Just bring your friends. I'm joking. Kinda. It's gonna be okay. You gotta lighten up. Just focus. Doesn't sound like we have much time.
Okay. She thinks we can do it. So, do we do it right now?
I don't have a lot of gas in me.
Grab a snack.
Grab some energy drinks on the way out.
David sits up. How many can you bring?
She said a few. Maybe 4.
Well, I feel like I would just get in the way.
Need the 3
Trust-
houses.
I think the 5 of you have proven yourselves stronger. I don't know how much help I would be. We'll trust you. With the fate of reality, I suppose.
Well, good news being, succeed or fail, you won't be around to remember it.
Great. Well, okay. Better than nothing. Well, I guess it is nothing.
It's gonna be great.
brain's
Guys,
hurting.
it's gonna be fine. It's gonna work.
Alright. If you need anything, I have medical supplies and other things to provide to you. Just wait here for a moment. Leaves with Delilah and some of the others to grab anything you need. I can provide you with some recovery if you would like.
Cool. Because Feng has a bottle of water that restores 1 AP, and he's at 6 now.
Alright. The
He's living
most I
that
can offer.
Vivi life.
I don't think you. Well, what they can offer you is a med kit, which gives 10 HP. And I'll say 2 sodas. The vending machine wasn't restocked this week.
Oh, guys.
anyone need to be
Uh,
topped off?
So,
Penny, so-
Feng, does Feng want to take both of them, or does somebody else need?
I'm good.
Punches a key into a soda, cracks it open, shotguns it.
Looks at Piper. Motions. Really?
Anything else?
Oh. Feng will pull Penny aside. Constantine might have his books, and I might have had my grandpa to teach me things, but there are some things that just come instinctually, Penny. You can do this. He'll give her a hug.
She takes the hug.
Any other last conversations before the final fight? Okay. Constantine comes over and looking over the now sort of quickly tarnishing and eroding pyramid and says, I don't have many guesses on any of this, but I would suppose this pyramid traces back to a specific point in time. If you use that, then I guess that will maybe give you something to focus on, to anchor you to where you're trying to go.
Okay.
Just don't kill anyone's ancestors, I suppose.
Okay.
Takes a step back. Sally, kind of over by Piper. So I thought the last fight was going to be the big one. Guess not. Be careful.
Yeah. I'll try.
Hope we're still friends when you get back.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Can I like give you a hug or something? Or I mean, like.
Yeah.
Okay. Gives you a hug. All right. You all be safe. We'll see you here in, I guess, a few seconds. Steps back as well.
I guess gather around. I don't. I'm just going off of things I've seen in movies. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we should all be holding hands at least. She holds out a hand for Vivi. What?
can hear you.
Vivi is looking really concerned, but she takes it.
Your hands and legs inside the ride at all times, I guess. Feng will take Piper's hand.
Okay. Everyone linking hands. Penny, you feel Miss Persimmon sort of almost like pat you on the back inside your head in support. And as you begin to focus on the pyramid, drawing from your powers with Omega, all of you see Omega sort of forming that amorphous shape that kind of moves out and towards the pyramid. And then there's a strange moment where you see a second Omega forming and moving into the circle as well. And the two begin to sort of intermix, weaving amongst each other and around each other, forming almost a small nebula in the center of this this circle that all of you have made. And as that sensation begins to wash out, Penny, focusing on that your power and moving through time again, you all begin to feel yourselves lurch, and you see everyone around you begin to slowly begin to repeat some of the same actions as they begin to move in reverse, as time begins to flow around and around you and begins to reverse, and it begins to speed up and up and up and up until everything begins to move in a blur all around you. People coming in and out, the auditorium bursting into light and then darkening again, over and over and over, just faster and faster until it just becomes almost like a strobing effect. And then even further beyond that, you watch as the whole building around you is sort of disassembled, everything beginning to retreat away, buildings being receding and almost falling apart as the world begins to be destroyed around you. And this accelerates even further as you feel the earth begin to almost move underneath you, and your whole the link that you all have formed shifting over the continents, over the oceans, moving faster and faster and faster, the sun rising and setting in rapid succession, everything moving very quickly around you. And then it stops. And instead of the planetarium, you're standing in a stone entrance hall to some large and ancient-looking building. And you hear the rumbling of a storm outside. Looking out to your right, you see an entranceway, doors slightly ajar, and you can see a whirling sandstorm passing over the dark deserts beyond. Two braziers lighting the entrance, and then back towards another passageway leading out from this entrance hall. Fires burning and smoke pouring up towards the ceiling. And everything is quiet except for the low rumbling of the stone.
This
Oh my God, you did it.
Place.
Yeah, this looks right.
Penny, you feel drained. Whatever AP you have right now is reduced to half.
Okay.
She like stumbles at all. Lonnie's right there to help her.
Saved a can of soda.
I am a little thirsty.
Good job,
That
Penny.
was-
How much does soda do?
5.
That was incredible, Penny. Good job.
It was Omega. And the other Omega. Did you see 2? I saw 2. I don't know if I hallucinated that or not.
Did we see 2?
Mhm.
Yeah.
How far back in time did we go?
This would have been like 4,000 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. I want to say that we did the equivalent of fly over Vivi's house. So she's got like she's got something else on her mind. Maybe a song
do like
stuck in her
that.
head.
Yeah, maybe there's a moment of pause for Vivi as as time moved, where you saw like your town and your home and the streets that you grew up on passing underneath you.
We should go in, right?
Yeah. I'll lead the way.
Okay.
Okay. Just stay close. Everyone ready? Okay. Lonnie takes a second before she's like, okay, I'm ready. And goes.
All right. All of you step through the entranceway away from the storm and into a circular chamber. 12 pillars supporting the ceiling. 12 daises, each in front of a depiction on this mosaic tile floor of the zodiac, and an oculus at the center of the ceiling with a shaft of moonlight coming down. And standing in the center of the room, you see a person, fairly tall, with a shaved head, with deep, like tan skin, wearing a white robe, which looks like priest's vestments, currently turned away from you.
In Chinese, Feng calls, "Hello."
Figure's head turns, or kind of notches a bit to the side, and they turn around, and what you see is not your ancestor, but a figure, human, but their features are almost wrong. They're too perfect, too symmetrical, like an artist's depiction of what the ideal person would look like. They have tattoos running along the crest of their head, also depicting the form of the zodiac, and their eyes are a pure white with no irises or color to speak of. And as they look over all of you, just like a strange, sort of bemused look crosses their face.
You have come a long way to be here.
Great.
Yeah?
Do you seek to join me?
I think that's gonna be a no.
I'm sorry, we haven't been introduced.
I am the Zodiac.
Uh-huh.
We are the Zodiac.
Did you mean that like a royal we, or are there more of you?
You are not welcome here. This is not your time or your place.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, this is how it has to be.
Tell me something I don't know. Vivi, like, cocks the gun that she has.
God, about the fucking rifle. No, seriously, Vivi, if we survive this, we've got to talk about, like, that. Yes, ma'am.
Like it.
If you stand against us, then you will be unmade.
and you watch as they remove their hands from the cross position underneath their sleeves in front of them, and then in a shimmering motion, you watch as they then divide outward into 12 forms, standing equidistant around the chamber. Each one glowing in power, and each one, now the tattoos that were overlapping on their head, seeming to have separated with them. The 12 images of the Zodiac now tattooed and encrusted upon the tops of their heads.
Okay, so that was the ladder. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
There's
got
more.
it. Okay, guys.
And we're going to roll initiative. All right.
15.
Okay. So anyone who rolled a... I'll pull it up here. Rolled a 12 or higher. You may go first.
Is there like a center one?
No, because they're an even number.
I walked right into that. Okay, right. She'll pick one of the two in the middle then, I guess.
Okay.
And I guess we're pulling out all the stops. She'll do her third ability and inflict trauma 8
Okay.
on that one.
Okay. It's on a singular one though. You can spend additional AP to attack multiple creatures. By the way, it's something we haven't dealt with much because mostly it's been like one-on-one combat. So just letting you know.
Just an additional 1 or an additional 3 for each? Like
No, so you spend 3 AP for the ability, and then for each AP you spend 1 additional HP, you attack 1 additional creature.
Wow. Okay. No, we're not going to do all that.
Yeah.
So if I do that, I'm down to 1 AP. But I could do it to all of them. And then I'm done with this fight, basically.
But
is that what I want to do?
I mean, it's a baller opening move if you traumatize all of them.
It does help the rest of you. But I'm done. But not that she had a lot of offensive power anyway.
I think this is the most appropriate time to say, grip it and rip it.
All right. Okay. So I am down to 1 AP. And I do it to all 12.
All right. All of their die sizes are reduced by 1. Ow. Okay. So same thing. Omega sort of sweeps outward and encompasses all of them. And again, this being does not seem to age in the way that you would expect, but that glowing power, that white aura that is surrounding them just seems to dim a bit, and 1 or 2 around the edges begin to stagger slightly as they feel the oppressive sort of havoc of the force of time that you have sort of exposed them to. Awesome.
And then she staggers back against a wall. because she is
Okay.
tapped.
Vivi tosses her a gun. Figure it out. And sorry. You're gonna need that. You don't have any
Fucking
IP.
amazing. Figure it out.
You're gonna need it. You don't have any AP. Okay. Vivi's gonna. She doesn't have enough AP to attack all of them, but she will attack 6 of them. Just a regular attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 AP. Gone. Here I go. 17.
Muted. Hits.
Awesome. Okay. And then it's the same dice, but a different buff, which is to say -1. I'm debating whether or not I should spend the 3 to whatever. It's fine. I've got friends. We'll see how this goes. Oof. Oh, that hurts. Okay. It's only 5 damage.
Okay. You say you're attacking 6 of them?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Math. All right. You attack. So what is the power you? There's just sending out like the barrage of bees, just like cutting through them like bullets.
She skates into the center because, like, you know, they like go out into like a circle surrounding us.
Yeah.
She skates into the center and jumps up into the air. A bunch of bees fly out from her, and she aims at one of them and shoots, and ricochets the shot off of her bees into 5 more of them.
I love it. All right. I'm imagining Vespa just like.
It's those little bullet bastards.
This
from,
is
like,
this is
JoJo.
Golden Wind, of the little bullet things, and they just like kicking the bullet around, and it's like streaking around the room, and cutting through some of them. That's amazing. All right. So 6 of them are hit by that, and you do see as the bullet cuts through them, they don't bleed, but you see like a golden like a beam of white light beginning to emerge from where the bullets hit. Who's next?
That's everyone
Has
before.
Is that everyone that got to go before? Okay, perfect. The Zodiac then is going to they don't move. They stay exactly where they're at, not backing down an inch, but they are going to use an ability. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to attack Penny, Vivi. Feng, do you have Black Tortoise out?
She probably would if they were fighting.
Okay. All right. One of them sees Black Tortoise, and you see a look of recognition. And they all speak in unison, saying,
We will reclaim the power that you've taken.
and they're going to use their second anima ability, Convergence, to attack all of you. Oh god. Okay, I gotta calculate anima die that have been reduced. So let's do those. All right. That is a 12 against each of you.
That's a hit.
Doesn't hit. 15.
All right.
Yeah,
And doesn't hit the two of you. So both Vivi and Penny dodge out of the way. Feng, you are hit though, which narratively makes sense as they were sort of focusing on you. And you watch all 12 of them in unison send out a beam of white light straight in your direction. And they deal... Let's see... All right, that's 6, 7, 8. So 8 points plus additional damage equal to each active duplicate. So that's additional 12, so 20 points of damage total.
Black Tortoise's shell encompasses him, but it cracks.
And the white light piercing through those cracks sears your not your skin, like your body feels fine, your soul almost seems to be burned by this. You feel something internal, like crying out in pain from the additional damage you take. All right, that is going to be their turn. Who's next?
I got an 11. Probably the beam had probably pressed Feng down to the floor. He gets up to one knee, puts up his dukes. I can do this all day. He's gonna spend an AP just to attack one.
Okay.
So that is that. That is that. That is. That roll. 9 will not hit.
Will not hit.
Second action, he's going to move himself to the forefront, make himself the target.
Okay. Lonnie and Piper, I think, are the two left.
Lonnie is going to. I'm going to spend 3 AP to attack 3 of them.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll the right dice this time because I didn't realize you had to clear it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an 11.
That does not hit.
Okay. Then Lonnie is going. Go ahead.
Oh, wait. I think I was doing this wrong. I think you do make a separate attack against each one that you're doing. I don't know if I want to retcon that or if I want to actually impose that rule at this point. No, we're just going to go single attacks. That'll keep this faster.
Okay. Yeah, and then Lonnie is going to place herself like fuck it, your name is Feet on the thing and I keep seeing Feet. That's not your character's name. Feng. She
Finally,
sees that
it's
Feng,
been so long.
I noticed it at the beginning. I didn't want to say anything. So Lonnie notices that Feng is putting himself up front as like the target. But she is going to like kind of stand with him in order to take the next attack for him so that she can use her third ability to like absorb it and then negate it.
Okay. Yeah.
Just
right.
She'll say to Feng, "Trust me, I got this." And like kind of puts her arm, like she overlaps just a little bit to like guard him.
All right. That is Lonnie's turn. Piper, what do you got?
I'm going to try to attack, I'll say 3 of them.
Okay.
And I want to try to use Vega's tune in ability, but I have to hit them first. So.
Okay.
Let's see. Come on, buddy. Nope, I rolled a 4 again.
Oh no.
Nope.
All right. Yeah, you use your ability again, trying to strike out, but almost a wall of light sort of blocks Vega's strike as he comes streaking inwards. Let's go ahead and roll initiative again.
Uh-oh.
Who else? Did anyone else roll? Okay, who else rolled yet? Okay, yeah, that's about what I expected. All right. Piper, you get to go again.
I'm gonna try again. At the same 3.
Okay.
Gonna try to do Vega's super loud attack. Fuck, I already forgot what it was. Strength and power. Okay. Come on, buddy. Hey, it's worse. Hey, it's worse than the last one.
Oh, baby.
Hey, it's
I'm
a,
sorry.
Hey, it's a 3. I don't.
Why
do
is it -1?
Because
Is that
that's what
because
the
it's
spider's accuracy
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
It's -1
Okay.
damage plus 1.
You unfortunately are not able to again trying to strike out, not able to hit with that. That will put it to the Zodiac's turn again. Yeah. Okay, yeah. The Zodiac is once again going to attack a few people. It's going to. We'll go with Lonnie. We did not attack last time. Lonnie, Piper, and Feng again. So let's see.
Can I absorb the hit that's going to Feng as well?
No, these will be separate attacks. All right. So against Lonnie, that's a 13. Nope. 11.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. Damage is going to be 18. Did you say you wanted to
Okay.
use your ability?
Yes. I use my third ability to absorb it. So I spend an NAP.
Yes.
Okay. And what should I call that? The type of damage.
Light.
Okay. So you guys see Lonnie get hit by this light, and it. Well, you could say what it does to her.
No, you tell me what it does.
Okay, so you guys see the light hit Lonnie, like a clear and solid hit, and as it's like piercing into her, you kind of just see her arms flex and her body kind of straighten up, and all of that light just gets absorbed into her, and she glows for a second, and her eyes glow with the same light, and then it just kind of washes away, and steel wind above her like kind of clears it from her, and seems to absorb it as well.
Yeah. No, you take the damage from this one, but now all
Yes.
future attacks will be negated. Okay.
Yes.
Hyper. 11.
Nope.
Nice. Fang. 8.
That hits. Just hits.
All right. That is 7, 19 points of damage. Again, as they all converge and make their attack in unison, drawing from their power and hitting you very hard. That is everything they've got. So everyone else can go.
Lonnie is going to just kind of laugh as she absorbs this power and just says, "All right, motherfucker, let's do this." And she's gonna try to draw the fire of them and like aggravate them. She'll probably use her ability to like phase and then like hit one and then phase and hit another one, and just like laughing at them and like, "Oh, you're a god? I don't believe it. Like, is this really all you have?"
All right, make your attacks.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. So that's speed. Yep. Speed plus. All right. +2 for sure. Confirm. Hit something, Lonnie. Oh, it's a 15.
That hits.
Yay! So, okay, and then I'm speed plus strength, add buff, -2, confirm, and roll. Do anything, Lonnie. Okay, that's a 6.
6 points of damage to how many did you attack?
I just attacked. I think at 3.
3. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't. In my head, I pictured what it looked like. I didn't say.
No, it's okay. All right, yeah. You attack, hitting like a steel wind forming and like slashing at a few in quick succession, of moving quickly between the 3 of them. 2 of them are now destroyed from that, and the light seems to like retract and then like beam back to a couple of the others who now hold 2 of the symbols on their heads.
Yeah. And I'll use my second action to taunt and try and draw their ire.
Okay. Roll charisma for me.
Okay. That's the. Is it still negated from or down 1 from last time?
Oh,
From the other fight?
I'll say you guys recovered from that. I don't know if anyone else was still had that on, but
Cool. Just
yeah.
a charisma? Not charisma with power?
If you want to spend an AP to have Steelwind contribute to this, you can make it a junction.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Ooh, 17.
All right, you draw
Come
their
on,
ire.
big boy.
All right, that is Lonnie's turn.
Like a 10-year-old playing Fortnite. Lonnie's running around here.
Who's next?
That would be me. Hey, this is gonna be great. Feng spends all his AP to attack the remaining, using his 3rd level ability to deal his missing HP in damage.
How about you just like hold on to at least one of those?
Please hold on to one.
Just hold on to like.
If you go below 0, this bad.
If you hit 0, you suffer from fatigue. It's bad.
I know.
It's very, very, very bad.
I automatically hit though.
But then you're out. You out.
How do you auto hit?
That's my 3rd level ability.
Damn.
I deal my missing HP and damage.
Season finale, YOLO, let's do this.
YOLO!
Oh my god.
How much HP are you missing?
13.
I'm so scared.
Motherfucker,
Right.
I've been trying to run out of AP this entire game!
Yeah, well, figure it out.
All right. You, Feng, describe the attack for me.
From behind Lonnie, he steps out and he puts a hand to his chest, and there's a gold light as he pulls out what looks like a spike, and he will drive it into the floor. The spike expands upward into a banner with a black tortoise on it, and from around him there are the warriors of the Black Tortoise generations past that come out and start attacking people.
Okay. You all the multiple black tortoise come flooding into the room, formed from your aura and striking out against the Zodiac, who seem to recoil back from this onslaught, a power that they are not familiar with, that the Black Tortoise possesses, and an overwhelming show of force. Of the remaining 10, 6 are destroyed from that, leaving 4 remaining, each bearing 3 of the symbols of the Zodiac, and looking very again, light streaming off of them from the strikes as the others fall. There's just this blinding flash of light as this all occurs in one, and they're very badly hurt. But Feng, you feel that drain, that powerlessness as it crashes over you, the fatigue hitting you. And
like
just
to
a reminder,
think-
because
his Black Tortoise will appear by his side, and the armor just cracks and she explodes.
Yeah. Yep. So all your character and anima stats are reduced by 2 die sizes. Characters can no longer use anima and abilities, and character cannot recover AP from items, relics, or other sources. So Feng is just, you still have Black Tortoise. You can't just, the only thing Black Tortoise can do right now is provide whatever defense you have left after reducing the die by 2 sizes. All right. That is Fang's turn. Who's left?
I haven't gone yet. You said there's 4 of them left?
Yes.
What's my AP at? Okay. I'm gonna attack the 4 of them, leaving me with 1 AP left.
All right.
YOLO!
Low, 10 to hit.
So I did mess up earlier and it hadn't come up until now. With their reduced die sizes, their defense or their initiative would have gone down too. So they're at a 10 in initiative.
Huh. Does that hit?
So that hits.
Yay! Okay. Here comes some damage. I must roll for it, and therefore I will. How's it with a 16?
16 damage. All right, you attacked all 4?
Yep.
All right. All right. Yeah, again, slashing out at the 4 that remain, or sending your again, shooting and having the bullet, like, cascading through the beads.
I'm doing a B ricochet.
Yeah, again, ricocheting, striking one straight through the heart, and it dissolves away. 2 of them are destroyed from the bullet as it streaks around the room before embedding itself into the stone, leaving 2 remaining, each bearing 6 of the symbols. All right, that is Vivi's turn. Is Penny the only one that hasn't gone in this round? All right.
I shoot one with a gun.
Look out, she's got a gun!
That was not a phrase I thought I would utter in this game. Ever. But yes, this is happening. Okay. Dex? I guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, so what is the no,
it's
is it
there's rules for this. Hold on, I closed it like a goober.
Yeah, accuracy, what is it, this the pistol?
You.
Okay, it's Dex plus 2.
So Dex plus 2.
And here's the
Yeah.
part that you're gonna love. The damage is based on your intelligence.
Oh, hey! Okay. Dex plus 2. Dex. Add 2. 3.
I was hoping for the 8, got the 1. Yeah, Penny's. I can't imagine Penny's ever fired a gun before.
No, absolutely not. She has never fired a gun. She hasn't even played Duck Hunt before. Are you kidding me?
Never hand somebody a firearm and say, "Figure it out."
Yeah, you managed to get the safety off if it was ever on, but when you fire, it's just wide, and the kickback from it, the recoil, it was a lot more than you were expecting, and you're not able to hit.
Okay, can I use my movement to go over to Feng, hand him the gun, and say, "You figure it out," and then just keep an eye on Feng since he's bad.
Sure. Yes. You
Okay.
can. All right. That is your turn. Let's roll initiative again.
It's nice knowing y'all.
All right. One person gets to go before. Just Vivi.
Sounds like it.
right, Vivi, what you got?
Yeah.
Shoot!
I use my gun.
All right, use your
Bring
gun.
it down. Bring it down.
It's a rifle. I searched and I searched, but I couldn't find
Dex
the
plus 1
Dex
is
plus
the
1.
rifle.
I
Yeah.
can do that. Clear. Dex. Attack. Add 1 to this. 10.
That hits. Int plus 6 for the damage.
All right. Yeah. Add 6 to that. That's 10.
10 points of damage. That's nice. You fire. It hits one of the remaining, who seems to absorb some of the damage. Again, you haven't seen an anima. I don't know if it was made clear. You haven't seen an anima form from the Zodiac. You've just seen this light and nothing else. But they absorb some of it. But more light comes streaking out. Seems pretty badly off. But not quite enough to destroy one of the 2 remaining. That's going to be their turn now. Oh boy.
I really annoyed
Yeah.
it last time.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I think you succeeded on that, so they will use their convergence on you, Lonnie, but they're also going to attack... They're also going to attack Vivi and Feng. Using up a lot of AP from that. So that's going to be... So attack against Lonnie. That's 12.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, then yeah, that hits. And I'm not going to roll damage because it hits you, and then it is just absorbed into your body, seeming to glow from it, and no damage dealt. And you see their heads both sort of cock in unison as they realize that their attack had no effect on you.
Lonnie is in full on, like, she's on a high horse now, and she just goes, "You're my bitch now."
All right, the other 2. Feng, that's really bad. That's a 5.
This is
And against Vivi,
He's like
it's
lying on the ground and like miscalculated and just missed him.
that's an 8.
Nah.
All right, cool. Waste of a turn for him. You guys got to. Nobody got damaged. I'm so proud of you. All right, you all avoid. Again, it's just 2 remaining, so it's less to focus on, less overwhelming, and they're both sending out these beams of light that don't seem to be doing anything. Do they do this? No. Okay, that's the end of their turn. So everyone else. I'm assuming Piper and Lonnie mostly, because they're the only people that have any AP left.
You want to go? Come on.
I want to punch him.
Come on.
Piper's fucking pissed.
Piper's had a rough day. Come on, Piper needs
Piper's
good
had a
rolls.
really,
Everyone
really
give
bad
Piper
day.
the
Come
good
on,
roll
Piper.
energy.
Come on,
There's how
Piper.
many left?
2.
2.
All right. Yep. I'm gonna try to hit both of them with Vega's tune in. Come on, buddy. That's a 12.
That hits!
You do max damage.
I do max damage. Which
To both of them?
is-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to both of them. So Vega finds their resonant frequency and does 20 damage.
Final blow. Final blow. Final blow.
How does Vega do this?
Piper and Vega simultaneously just Black Canary scream and just shake them apart. She's so mad.
There's a shriek that comes from Piper, amplified by Vega as all of the speakers sort of like, I think there are like panels on Vega's armor that begin to like shift out to reveal like more speakers underneath the armor plating, almost like fracturing off to make his body one giant speaker. It sends out this blast of energy, and you watch it hit the last two, which then converge down into one, backing off, and you see light streaming off their body until their form goes dark and they stagger backwards and fall, kind of leaning against the steps leading up to one of the daises, breathing heavily, their voice once again carrying out.
What have you done? I am immortal. I cannot be killed. You will doom everyone.
I think Piper is still just screaming. Just like shake,
Yeah,
just
dude.
everything around her just like shaking. Like,
As the Zodiac is saying, you have doomed everyone, there's a gunshot that goes off. And Feng has just fired one into them.
That like the bullet hits and their eyes sort of roll back and they focus forward, and Piper's screams still echoing out, shattering the stonework, breaking some of the pillars behind, everything beginning to crash down, and you see just this golden light beginning to emanate from the wound in their head, until their body begins to also fracture under Piper's sonic waves, like cascading out from where the bullet hit, and their body is destroyed, fracturing into pieces which fall to the ground, clattering to the stone like bits of metal. And everything goes still. And as that happens, the storm begins to rage outside, and that rumbling that you've heard continues to shake the temple, but even more, even after Piper's scream ends, the temple shudders as it starts to collapse. And before you all can... there's just a moment where you all look to each other, exhausted and beaten, until a black void begins to open up in the floor, similar to Omega, as the time stream begins to revert itself, and all of you feel drawn towards it and go tumbling back down into the flow of time, washed back to the present, to a future which has changed. And that's where we're going to end Season 1 of Saturday Night's Star Power.
What have we done?
Good job, y'all.
No one knows anyone now, I guess.
So, we're gonna talk about that. So, that was the end of Season 1. We kind of hinted on this in some of our discussions with where we wanted Season 2 to be, and what I got from y'all is some sort of change up, some sort of mix up to like the lore and to the dynamics and stuff. So when we come back in a month, unfortunately, for our next session, we'll be doing our session 0 of Fate, and we'll be talking about what changed, how your relationships have changed, how you know each other has changed, if you all know each other still, how your pasts and personalities and everything has changed from this cascading effect of ending the reign of this immortal extra-dimensional deity known as the Zodiac. I'm very excited to see what y'all come up with, because I have no fucking idea. But it'll be fun. So we'll be messing with the lore. I have a lot of ideas on kind of what I have some ideas like what I want to see, but I want to see what y'all are interested in. And I mean, this could go all the way. Like, we could breach other anime genres. Go full sports anime. Go high school
I'm
drama.
expecting
High school slice of life.
Everyone ice skates everywhere. That's a weird thing. It went from rollerblading to ice skating. Everyone just ice skates the entire world.
Want to make history.
Everyone
just
ice
become a
skates
volleyball
except for
team.
Vivi. She's just the only person that doesn't skate.
But the great thing about this, and our teaser will be, is that as much can change as y'all want. We can do a different city, we can do a different decade, we can do changes to your characters and stuff. So much can change, but also so much can stay the same if you wanted to. I'm leaving it all in your hands. People could be exactly the same if they wanted, completely untouched by the ripple effects that have taken place. So, does anyone have any thoughts, questions, anything like that for season 1? We can.
That was a wild ride, y'all.
Woo!
Yeah.
Thanks for having me along, guys. That was fun.
Hell yeah.
Well, once we get Lonnie back on here for season 2, we can go over what might have changed for Lonnie as well. But we're glad to have had you here as a guest for this finale. Any other thoughts or anything anybody wants to add? No? All right. Well, we have gone way over time, but luckily I kept it under 4. Like I said, I was going to. Just like I planned. So thank you everyone out there for watching. We will, like I said, be back in 4 weeks. So that'll be the 26th of July, I believe, for our session 0 of this. We're gonna be doing Fate, which if you haven't played Fate before, session 0 of the game is so important and very cool, and there's a lot of great stuff that happens. So even if you're not really into session 0s and setup sessions, I really recommend coming and joining us for that, because session 0 is gameplay of Fate. There's going to be a lot of setting up scenes and talking through characters and that sort of thing. So it's going to be great, and I definitely recommend coming to join us for that. I also want to shout out to once again to Rookie Jet Studios for making this game. We started playing it before the book was even out, and they have sold so many copies of it, and so many people love this game, and I love this game. And the only reason we're switching is because we've kind of experienced the full progression of characters, and it would be nice to do something different a little bit, because there isn't really a whole lot of other place to go within the core system itself. But I do know from a fact, because I'm in their Discord server and stuff, they're talking about adding more and having more progression beyond level 10 and other things to do. So I highly recommend. It's a very cost reasonably priced book to get. If you like this sort of genre and this sort of thing, go and get it and support them, because they're good people. Thank you to my lovely players for being here and tolerating my bullshit, and thank you everyone out there in the chat for joining us and being a part of this journey. We will see you all back here for season 2 in 1 month. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.